So, if you haven't heard the news yet, popular Minecraft YouTuber Wattles is out of control. Today I'm going to cover all the drama, from the lies and the deception that he has peddled for years to the strange behavior that he's recently shown off. So sit back and let's get straight into the deep dive on Wattles. I'm sure most of us at this point are familiar with Wattles, but just in case there are people in the audience who don't know, Wattles is a YouTuber that has been making Minecraft update content on his current channel for around 9 years, and at the moment almost has 2 million subscribers. Massive YouTuber. I mean, dude pretty much posts every day. I've been subscribed to him for a while, but I don't really watch his vids that much, mainly because a lot of his thumbnails and titles are just really clickbaity, which there's nothing wrong with clickbait. I used it for this video. There just seems to be something a little bit different about his videos. I'll be going over examples a little bit later on in the vid, but first I have to introduce another YouTuber into the drama. This here is Underman. At the time of recording this, he's at a little over 10,000 subs, and recently he made a video, actually 2 videos, on Wattles, criticizing his behavior of making videos with super clickbaity titles and thumbnails. And it seems like that got under his skin a little bit, because Wattles would proceed to leave a comment on one of Underman's videos that reads like this.
My goal is to just make videos that are hopefully interesting and get people talking. I've always wanted to be able to hopefully create videos that can give some people comfort, an escape, or just something that they can enjoy, all while not bringing anyone else / anything down. I love Minecraft, the updates and speculation surrounding it. I don't get the hate really, and the video is just hurtful, but I guess I'm sorry, man. I hope you have a good day.
Heavy stuff there. But what do you guys think about this? I'm really interested in what the people of the community have to say, so leave a comment explaining your take on this drama. And while you're down there, might as well subscribe and hit the like button, so you'll know when I post a follow-up vid to this situation. But back to the vid. My first instinct was to actually just go to Wattles' channel and look at his videos. Maybe we misjudged him. Maybe we were too quick to— Oh god, it is worse than I thought. Minecraft's new cold creeper? Copper fans are finally here? Minecraft confirms calcite caves? Minecraft just revealed new villager update? Rascals are back? Ice cave biome and frosted slime? It's not every single video, but I just don't see how this exemplifies giving people comfort, an escape, or just something that they can enjoy. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the main reasons I stopped watching his content, because I felt duped. I felt lied to. Each video I watched always left me feeling down, like, dang, I wish Minecraft would add that stuff, but they're not. That sucks. This comment that Wattles would leave would set in motion a number of events that would spiral out of control and leave all of our jaws on the floor. So just for context, I don't know Wattles personally, but I have talked with Underman before. He and I are both smaller channels that dabble in similar style content, so naturally I have asked his advice at times on other videos. But just because he and I are Discord acquaintances doesn't mean I will overlook whenever he does something wrong. That's how I know about the comment that Wattles left in the first place, because I saw it on Discord. But when I read the comment, he was just trying to defend his position, and then he mentioned that it was hurtful and that he was sorry. So my initial reaction to this was that it was similar to the typical response other large YouTubers give when their bad behavior is called out. They give an explanation, talk about the backlash and how it affected them, say sorry, but then they never really changed their behavior. It seemed sort of fake to me, but at the time it was just a gut feeling. But then like half an hour later, Wattles will make a tweet where he says this: "Man, the internet can really get to a guy sometime." And it was at that moment that I realized, wow, something inside this dude's mind was, for lack of a better word, triggered by Underman's video. Someone with almost 2 million subscribers felt horrible after someone with 10,000 subscribers made a video on him. That seemed a little bit strange. Why would that bother him so much? Imagine you're just chilling at a place with your friends, and some random guy comes up to you and calls you a stupid idiot. Sure, that could be seen as a little hurtful, but most people wouldn't be affected by that. Mostly because that person doesn't know you, and you yourself are quite certain that you are not a stupid idiot. But now imagine that same guy comes up to you and calls you big nose. You're very sensitive about your nose because it's a little bit larger than the average nose, and all through middle school and high school you were bullied for it. Your reaction would probably be much worse. Even if this guy is just some random stranger, because his insult actually harped on a very sensitive issue, you might still have a lot of insecurity still lingering from all of those times that you were bullied. This explanation is what I gave to Underman as well, where he asked a question about why, in his own experiences, large YouTubers seem to reply to him when he's such a smaller channel than they are.
Hydro, in my Discord server, said, "There's no reason you should have wanted to respond to me unless I was right. Unless I hit a nerve, somewhere hidden behind that persona, I hit a chink in your armor and you got mad. And that's why you commented that. You were looking for support, you were looking for sympathy.
Maybe Underman has a good ability of pointing out those flaws in other people that triggers their insecurity inside of them, leading them to lashing out. I don't know if that's true or not, but that is certainly not a good defense for what happened next. Because if you think this was bad, it gets so much worse. Soon, after Wattles made that first tweet about not feeling too well about the internet, he would go on to make another tweet talking about his new video that just come out. But he mentions that he's going to take a break for the rest of the day. It seems to me that Underman's video got under his skin so much that the guy needed to take a break from social media. And while I understand that video was being critical of the actions of Wattles, most of the video is not what most people would describe as hurtful. In fact, he literally says at the beginning of the video that Wattles is
the most credible, well-respected YouTuber who still clickbaits everything as if it was 2016.
However, there is something that Underman does say towards the end, comparing Wattles' clickbaiting behavior to a type of cancer on the internet, so I do agree that was a bit too far, and Underman himself, also in a follow-up video, would admit to that as well.
In my video, I said things like, he was a cancer on the Minecraft community, and that's a little bit far, you know what I mean? That's a little bit far. To Wattles, listen man, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you a cancer on the Minecraft community, but at the same time, man, fix your shit.
But the comment is like 3 seconds of a 10-minute video. I don't think most of the video was hurtful, and the fact that Wattles implies the whole video was hurtful is just him trying to dismiss away the real criticisms because of that one small comment. But none of that really matters anyways, because about an hour later, Wattles will go on to delete both of these tweets and the YouTube comment, and then block Underman on Twitter. Now, I can totally understand it when you get unhinged people constantly harassing you on Twitter. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to block people. I've had to do that myself as well. It happens. But all this time, I had the thought in my head that Wattles watched the video and then felt bad and decided to voice his opinion, and that was that. I felt like this was a person, but seeing it all just get deleted and then swept under the rug as if it didn't actually happen really made me lose a lot of respect for him. What type of person responds to someone and maybe gets a little emotional or feels bad and then just deletes everything? In my opinion, that person is a coward. This person likes to speak their mind when it comes to defending themselves, but the moment someone calls out their bad behavior or points out any flaws that they might need to work on, everything becomes about deleting all the responses so that it's not out there on the internet for the rest of your fans to see and maybe be weirded out by. The thing about the internet is it lasts forever, and we got those receipts. And honestly, how hard is it to make a genuine apology? I mean, I know YouTuber apologies are infamous for being bad, but YouTubers are people too. Most apologies fall flat because they seem manufactured or written by ChatGPT. All a person really needs to say is something along the lines of, I wasn't thinking straight at the moment and I said or did something wrong, my bad, I'm sorry. It doesn't even really need to be a video. It could just be a small comment left on a person's video. But the fact that Wattles would rather just sweep it under the rug and pretend like it didn't happen makes me see the person behind the avatar, the real Wattles, is just a coward. And until he makes amends, that's really all he'll ever be in my eyes. But what do you guys think? Should Wattles apologize? Is this whole situation just a nothing burger? Is Wattles' deceptive clickbait something that is okay? Or is it something that he should stop doing? If you made it this far, you're a legend. Join up in the Discord, we can talk more there. And I'll see the rest of you guys in the next video.